I'm Eric Hans. I'm a pediatric dentist. I've been a pediatric dentist for 20 years. I've been in my practice in Trapp, Pennsylvania for 19 years, and I also have a practice in Ardmore, Pennsylvania. I have a great relationship with the families and the kids, the parents that come to see me. The great part is that I get to see kids grow up from the time that some of them are not even a year of age to the time where they graduate college. And over time, they're not patients anymore, and the parents aren't parents anymore. They really become part of my family. Being a pediatric practice, we're constantly graduating patients from the practice. As they get older, it comes to a point where they're moving on to general practices. And we're at the point where we had, probably anywhere between 50 to 100 patients a month that we were graduating. And new patients, for me, is the lifeblood of this practice. Without new patients, I'll be out of business in 10 years because everybody will have graduated out. I never heard about the Scheduling Institute before, and it's something that at this point in my career, I regret that I never heard about them earlier. I answered a mailer on the front of Dental Economics, do you want more patients? And yes, I wanted more patients. Then I got this package from FedEx with nice big box with a CD in it and like a little MP3 player. And I think they graded my super receptionist as like a 1-star.
So I will be very honest, my first impression of the Scheduling Institute was, I hated Jay. So they sent it to him, and then he played it for me, and then he played it for everyone, and I was so mad at him. But then once we got into it and found out what it was about, totally different.
We talked over the phone with somebody from the Scheduling Institute, and they explained more to me, and they told me that I was going to get a return on my investment and that they guaranteed it.
Neither one of us thought it was going to work. And he's like, it's money back guarantee. He's like, let's just try it. I guarantee we're going to be getting the money back. This is not going to work. So we all were like, oh, well, what do we have to lose, really?
They told us that with doing an on-site that, well, one, they're going to guarantee that we're going to see a lot more new patients, and they actually gave us a percentage, which we far exceeded.
I watch all the numbers myself. I watch our new patient numbers. I watch our collection numbers. This January, we had 95 new patients. That was our best new patient month ever. This August, we just had 86 new patients.
When we first started with the Scheduling Institute, our average new patients was a little below 40 patients per month. We're averaging about 60 per month. So we've had a 50% increase since joining with the Scheduling Institute a year and a half ago.
We had an increase of, I believe, 153 more new patients this year than we did last year at this point in time. So that is that's phenomenal to me that we have brought in that many more new patients in, this first beginning of the year.
The reason why we decided to join the beta program is that when Jay says something and introduces a program, it works. And that's what's important to me. I want something that works, and that's one of the things that I could count on Jay about, and one of the things I could count on the Scheduling Institute. Even though it was a beta program, it was basically a modification of what they had been doing before, but a huge improvement of what the Scheduling Institute was providing us prior to it. Before SI came on board, I really didn't feel connected to my team members. Some of them didn't want to come to work in the morning. There was a lot of tension. It made us less efficient.
There really was no solid direction. He had his goals, he had his visions. With the Scheduling Institute, I think it opened his eyes as to how to get there, how to prioritize, how to implement programs that would help him to, reach his goals.
I'm kind of getting chills right now from thinking about it because basically Jay Geyer and the Scheduling Institute has really changed my life. It has turned my office around, so now that each month the amount of active new patients is increasing, it's increased my production, it's increased our collection, it's made the office more harmonious, the staff is happier, the staff is more willing to learn new things. I'm more willing to learn new things. And in our personal lives, they've changed my state of being, my mindset. I'm relating better with my children. I have a better relationship with my wife. And that's huge.
kind of keeps it exciting too, because like you work somewhere for a long time, it is like the same thing day in and day out. But it's not. It's like as a group, I think we've gotten closer. You know, we celebrate a lot more wins together. Just the whole atmosphere of the office has changed.
Just everything that the Scheduling Institute and Jay has to offer, it works. You know, why do you do it? It works. I worked with another consulting company that made me all these promises, and it's a very prominent consulting company, and the only thing that worked was raising my fees. And that really didn't, in the end, didn't work either. So, work with the Scheduling Institute, but if you don't do what they say, it's not going to work. You have to put in the time, spend the energy and the effort, and everything that they teach you works.